And if you're joining me here seated on your mat, just start to sway from side to side. Allowing the breath to filter in through the nose. And exhale out of the mouth. Big breath in. Slow breath out. As you're here, sit up nice and tall. Let the shoulders come down, away from the ears. Fingers nice and loose. Move the jaw from side to side. Inhale. And then exhale. Hands on the knees, slowly round through the upper back, bringing the chin to the chest. Inhale, bring that chest forward. Take the shoulders back, shoulder blades come towards one another. And exhale, round. Inhale, bring the chest forward. Exhale, round it up. As you come forward with the chest, bring the arms up overhead. Send the arms back just a bit, palms facing forward. Round through the upper back, palms come in front, hands come in front, chest forward, and round in. Bringing it forward, and sending it back. As you lift up through the crown of the head, look up at the fingertips. Exhale, hinging at the hips, fold forward. Slow tent through those fingertips. Rock the body from side to side. Press the hips back. Keep steady with the breath. And nice and easy, bringing those hands back to the knees, shifting the body from side to side. Left arm's going to lift up towards the ceiling. Nice slow reach over to the right side, keeping that arm in line with the ear. Bringing it back to center. Left arm comes down. Take a deep breath in, lift the right arm. And exhale, bring it over. Come back towards the midline, both hands on the knees. Move the body from side to side. Another lift up through the right arm. This time we're going to walk the left hand over. Place the forearm down on the mat. See if we can keep the hips rested into the ground. If you need to, don't be afraid to tent the fingertips and take that side bend. But this time we'll turn the chest down towards the thighs and take a circle in the arm. And then lift up and over. Again. And up. Last time. Circling down, lifting the arm up, taking both hands over to that left side, tent into the fingertips, press the chest away, root down into the right hip. You can even flex into that right foot and press down through the knee if it feels comfortable here. Reach both arms up. Come to center. Exhale, hands down by your sides or onto the knees. Sway from side to side again. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Left arm's going to come up and over. Walking the right fingertips away from the body in line with the hip. Press the chest forward. Find your gaze upward. Nice, slow circle down. Lifting that arm up and over. And again. And one last time. Holding here for a moment before turning the body completely over to the right side. Bring both arms up. Back to center. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, slide the body up. Reach the arms up. Bring the knees close to the chest. Wrap the arms around. Inhale, lift the chin. Tilt the head back. Exhale, chin to chest. Squeezing the legs close, giving yourself a big hug. Flex into the feet. Lift the arms up. Keep the knees where they are. Nice and slow, taking the hands over to the left side. We're going to lift the body up. Come onto our hands and knees and table. So fingers nice and wide, shoulders and wrists in line with each other. Hips and knees in line with each other. Take some slow circles going one way. And circles the other way. Deep breath in, coming back to the middle. Press the ground away and round through the upper back. Hips forward, chin to the chest. And as you sink the chest and the belly and lift the chin and the tailbone, move from side to side. Come back to neutral, forearms down on the mat. You can even interlace the fingers. And with the right leg, lifting it up, bending in the knee, press up through the heel. Draw the knee into the chest and send the foot up. And as you draw that knee into the chest, find your gaze at the knee, press into the forearms. Nice and slow, lift that leg, keep the integrity through the torso. Extend that leg out. Drop that toe down to the mat, keeping that extension. Look forward. Let go of the fingertips, palms down onto the mat. Send the body forward, lifting up off the forearms. Press back through that right heel. You might need to adjust the hands so that they're directly underneath the shoulders. Lift that right leg up. Bring it over to the side. Plant the toe down. Deep breath in. Look forward again. Exhale. Slide the hips back. Start to lift the right toes. There doesn't need to be a complete fold here. You can even walk the hands back and keep the chest lifted instead. Deep breath in. Lift that left arm, up and behind the hip. Press the hip forward, lift the right arm up. Right hand comes down, left hip comes down. Walk the hands ahead. Lift the right leg up and back. Bring the knees in line with each other. Move the hips from side to side. Other side. Forearms down on the mat, interlace the fingers. Left leg, left heel lifts up, bend in the knee. Exhale, draw the knee close to the chest. And send it up. Holding here. Extend the leg. And bring that toe down. Walking the hands forward or pressing up. And then aligning hands underneath the shoulders. Lift that leg up and over. Exhale, hips back. Again, you can come into a complete fold. Or walk the hands back to lift the chest. Deep breath in. Right hand behind the right hip. You could even tent those fingertips. Press the hips forward. Lift up and over. Slowly bring the hips back and down. Walk the hands ahead. Lift that leg. Bring the knee back. Hips from side to side. Tuck the toes. We're going to come into down dog where we're going to take our time. So pressing into the hands, rounding through the upper back. Press into the toes. Let those knees hover just above the mat. Keep moving the hips from side to side, few moments. And as you move the hips from side to side, start to send them back towards the heels and at the same time lifting them up towards the ceiling to come into your down dog. And eventually your down dog is going to turn into some pedaling through the feet and movement through the hips. Inhale. Find your gaze in between the thumbs. 2 giant steps to the top of your mat, forward fold. Feet a little bit wider than hip width. And as you fold here, let the head hang, sway from side to side. Really bend into the knees. And as you bend to the knees, lift the chest. Keep the hips low, arms out in front. Move from side to side. Shoulders away from the ears. Start to bring that sway upward into mountain. Lifting the arms all the way up. Palms together and thumbs to the chest. Inhale, lift the arms up. Same thing we did at the beginning. Arms come back a bit. And as you bring the arms forward, round through the upper back. And bring the arms back, chest forward, squeeze into the legs, and round. And bring them back. And send the arms forward. Interlace the fingers. Lift the arms up. Release the first finger. Nice, slow side bend to the right. Plant the toes into the ground. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, take that side bend over to the left side. No need to go super far. Make sure you're grounded into the feet. Even keep a micro bend in the knees. Back up towards the midline. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Find your gaze forward. Send the arms out in front, palms lifted. Set the hips back, bend to the knees. Bring that sway back, side to side. Draw the belly button in just a touch. Find yourself in stillness. Nice slow fold forward. Lift the hips up. Bend in the knees still in this forward fold. Fingertips graze along the shins as you press the crown of the head forward, coming into a halfway lift. Take the shoulders back at the hips. Exhale, fold down. Bend into those knees again significantly so you can place the fingertips or the hands on the mat. Heel toe the right foot to the edge. Take the left leg back, coming into lizard. See if you can bring those hands in line with the foot. And if it feels more comfortable for the hip, take the toes slightly to the side. Keep the heel pointing in towards the middle of the mat. Holding here, find your gaze forward. Slowly lower the left knee down. Keep the toes tucked. We're going to take that right hand, place it on the thigh, send the hips back, and bring them forward. No twisting in the torso. You might need help with the left fingertips to keep the chest lifted, and if you have a block, you can use a block. Forward and back. Draw it forward. Good. And send it back. As we come forward, holding here, place the right hand back in line with the left. Keep the back toes tucked still. Deep breath in. And exhale, chin to the chest. Find your gaze at the left knee. Slowly lift that left knee off the mat. Deep breath in. Let's start to walk the hands over towards the long edge of the mat and towards the left toes, taking a bend in that left knee, coming into a side lunge. Find your gaze at the right toes. Inhale, lift or extend through the legs, fold in. Nice slow walk back over to the right leg. Take the right hand behind the calf and fold. Inhale. Exhale. Bending in to the right knee. Both hands nice and close to that right foot to keep the chest lifted. And slowly turn all 10 toes towards the front of your mat. Coming back into your lizard lunge, plant the hands down. Right foot comes back into plank. Feet can be apart here in your plank. Shift forward and back. Press the ground away. Coming onto your forearms as well can definitely help as you scissor back and forth or floss back and forth. Drop the knees to the mat. Press the hips forward. Bend into the elbows, lower the chest down. Keep the elbows close to the body. Deep breath in, lift the chin. Take the shoulders back, lifting up into Cobra. Now your Cobra can be down, nice and low, just hovering the hands over the mat. Or you can take it into an up dog by pressing the hips down, lifting the chest, shoulders back and up, squeezing into the legs. Letting go of the toes, and then tucking them back to lift the hips up and back into down dog. Pedal into your feet again. Find your gaze at the top, 2 giant steps. Sway from side to side. Bring those feet a little bit wider than hip width. Set the hips back, bend to the knees, lift the chest, coming into a nice wide chair or a squat. Side to side. Hold nice and steady here. Look forward. Find your gaze in between the thumbs. And fold. Heel toe that left foot to the edge of the mat. Bend to the knees as much as you can to get the fingertips or the hands right down, and then right foot comes back. Press into those hands, look forward. Coming into that lizard lunge. Make sure you can get those hands in line with the foot, and if you need the toes out to give more room in the hip, for sure. And then drop the right knee down. Left hand on the thigh. Exhale, slide the hip back. Inhale, shift it forward. Remember, your fingertips can help here, or a block. Send it back. Bring it forward. And send it back. And then forward. Let's do a few more. Forward. And back. Good, and forward. Last one. And as you come forward, hold here. Take the left hand back down. And press up through the hands, through the chest. Chin comes down towards the chest, finding your gaze at the right thigh or right knee. Press back through that right heel to lift the leg up. Walk the hands to the long edge of the mat. Bending into that right knee. See if you can bring that right heel inward before taking that bend in that side lunge. Lift the chest. Inhale, come back towards the center, extending both legs, fold in. Walk the hands over to the left side. Left hand behind the left leg, drawing the chest closer to where it feels comfortable. Slowly bending in to that left knee. So the left heel is going to have to shift inward. Taking both hands to the inside of the foot. Nice slow turn, all toes towards the front of the mat. Take the left leg back, coming into plank. Feet are a little bit wider. Ignite through the legs. Press the ground away. Shift side to side. You can even move the hips here. Nice slow drop in the knees. Press the ground away again. Look forward. Lower the chest down, belly down. Send the arms back. Inhale as you press the pubic bone into the ground, lift the chest. And lower down. Inhale, lift, keep the feet grounded. And lower, bringing those toes together like they're magnets. Take a deep breath in, nice and strong through the legs. Lift both the feet and the chest and the arms back. If it feels comfortable to interlace the fingers behind and draw the chest up a little bit higher, then take that. Two more breaths here. And lower down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Press the chest up. Exhale, lower. Forearms to the mat. Pressing into those forearms. Lift the chest, coming into Sphinx. Move the hips from side to side. Start to lift the feet. Windshield wipe those feet. Left and right, right or left. As you come into the middle, take your knees to the outside edges of the mat or to the edges of the mat, feet together. Pressing forward with the hips. Nice and slow hold here. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Bring the chest down. Forehead down. Press the feet together, and the best that you can, lift the knees off the mat. Squeeze into the glutes, and lift. Slowly bring it down. Woo. One more, lifting up and holding. Inhale. Keep holding on. Woo. And bring it down. Release the feet down to the mat. Hands come away just to the edges. You can tent the fingertips here and lift the chest up. Or just place the palms down on the mat. Looking over the right shoulder at the toes. And then looking over the left shoulder. And it can only be to the left side, it could be to the left hip, wherever resonates with you right now. Don't try and force your gaze all the way towards the toes. Just know that that's the direction you're headed. And come back to the center. Bring the chest down. Hands underneath the shoulders, feet nice and close together. Lift the chest. And exhale, bring the hips towards the heels. Inhale. And exhale. Walk those hands back towards the knees. Interlace the fingers behind the back, draw the shoulder blades nice and close. Lift the chin. And as you slowly release the fingertips and bring the chin back down to the chest, give yourself a big hug, keeping the elbows nice and close to the body. A few twists side to side. Release the arms out in front. Lift them all the way up. Exhale, right hand behind the hip. Left arm can be onto the right thigh. You can take your twist here, with the option to hold the twist or press the hips up. Lift the left arm up and over. Find your gaze at the right fingertips. So option 1 is to stay in your kneeling twist, or option 2 is to come into a camel variation. Bring the body down, switching sides. So coming into your twist first, lifting up through the crown of the head, drawing the belly in, just a touch. And then if you feel comfortable, fingertips either behind the foot or on the heel. As you press the hips forward, squeeze into the back line and reach the right arm up and over. Nice and slow, bring the body back down. If you're lifted here, walk the hands forward, coming into child's pose. We'll bring our knees out a little bit wider so that we have some room for our bodies to rest a little bit deeper. Reach the arms forward. Rock the body from side to side before settling in and letting the breath go. Inhale and exhale. Nice and easy, look forward. Walk those hands back. Bring the arms up, just about to chest height. Take a few twists side to side. Reach the arms up. And now those twists, it's going to seem as if you're trying to pull up a rope or pull yourself up a rope. So shoulders are coming back as you reach forward. Bring the knees a little bit closer together. And exhale, hands down. Leaning the body forward, tucking the toes. Coming up to standing at the base of your mat and folding in. Slow roll up. And let's come to the middle of the mat. So I'd like you just to shake the legs out. Shake the arms out. Whew. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. So a few things with this one here. Always a few rules and just a few things. I keep forgetting that the camera's here. If you're comfortable moving around this way, totally move around this way. If you're not comfortable, then I invite you just to lay down on the mat and move and breathe however feels good for you, or to sit and breathe and move however feels good for you. Now, if you are standing with me, few rules, have fun with it. Again, do whatever comes to you, do whatever feels natural for you. It's really just for you to shake and move out of your body the best way that you know how. All right. Happy Saturday morning. Okay, so shake. Arms. The rest of the body. Good, just jump. Side to side. Okay, nice and low. Move one way and then the other. See if you can get out of your shoulders. Bring the arms all the way up. Good. Arms come down by your sides. Lift the shoulders up. Drop them down. And up. And then down. Whew. And up. As high as you can. Send those fingers all the way to the ground. Just in the heels. Lift and lower. Good. You got it. Now add the arms in. A little bit more. I know you can feel it in your calves. Add in the knees. Add in a bit of a jump. Good, and settle it down. Whew. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Whew. Slowly come down onto your mat. I have got my cardio in for the day. Bring the heels nice and close. Lower the body down. Windshield wipe the knees from side to side. Slowly start to walk the feet away from each other. And then drop both knees over to the left. Pressing the right hip towards that left side. Reach the arms out like wings. Find your gaze upward. And then nice and slow, direct your gaze over to the right side. You can even take your left hand, place it on the chest, on the heart. And just take notice of your breath. Sometimes it helps to move a little bit differently than what we're used to. To shake it off through not only just the muscles, but the feelings that we have, especially right now. And then just remembering that there are so many ways that we can move day in and day out. Small increments. One breath at a time, one step at a time. Let's take our knees up and bring them over to the right side, pressing that left hip towards the right. Keeping the arms open, but maybe the right fingertips are going to come towards the chest, and we're going to find our gaze at the left hand. Solid breath in. Big breath out. Relax into the body. Bring it back towards the center. Knees up. Extend the legs, arms down by your sides, palms lifted up towards the ceiling and thumbs pointing down towards the ground. Shift the hips from side to side. Nice slow scoop through the low ribs in towards the belly to connect the low back with the ground. And then inhale. Relax the entire body into the mat. Create more space in between the shoulder blades. Let your tongue come down from the roof of your mouth and soften the space in between the eyebrows. Let your toes become heavy and fingers splay out. But as the breath deepens and the breath lengthens, just enjoy what's going on around you at this very moment. Whether it's your body beginning to cool down, whether it's the noises coming from the fridge or the noises coming from family in the next room, whether it's your cat or dog around you trying to gain your attention. Instead of focusing on stillness, focus on enjoying the noises around you. And if some of the noises aren't something that you enjoy, focus on what is. Or turn your attention inward and focus on the sound of your breath and the sound of your heart, or the feeling of your heart beating. Deep breath in. Let's lift the arms up overhead. Take a big stretch from fingertips to toes. And exhale. Bring the knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins. Rock from side to side. Slowly start to rock forward and back along the spine. Take it gentle. Take it gently. And then once you're ready, come up into seated. Tilt the head to one side. And then tilt it to the other. And over, back to that first side that we started. And then back again to the other side. Lift the chin all the way up, tilt the head back. Lift the arms up, find your gaze. Palms together, exhale, thumbs right down to the chest, down to the heart bone. Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. Of course, I'll see you next Saturday, same time, same place. If you enjoyed these classes, again, always leave a comment, share them, like the page, whatever you can do, that always helps. I totally appreciate it. If you have any suggestions in terms of classes that you'd like to see, always shoot a message, always leave a comment as well. Thank you guys so much. Be well, be safe, and